Hello everybody, Caleb right here, and I have a book review that I'm doing today for Gary Vaynerchuk's Jab, 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 Right Hook, How to Tell Your Story in a Noisy Social World with Social Media. And this book's incredible, all right? If you're an internet marketer, or if you're a network marketer, or if you're somebody who's trying to look into it and learn a bit and find some good reading material on it, get educated, this book is the perfect book for you, okay? You can't miss this book. It's a must read. Gary Vaynerchuk is one of the original pioneers of YouTube marketing, video blogging. He really blew it up in the mid 2000s, where he started a video blog called Wine Library TV, brought his own personal, real style to it, his own humor, his basically coming up with a wine tasting video blog where he didn't conform to the standards of typical stuffy wine tasters with their terminology in their spitting back into cups. He instead used language that made sense to him, everyday language that we could relate to as average people. And instead of spitting it back into the wine glass, he had a New York Jets spittoon bucket, adding his sense of humor into the mix. And this basically helped him turn his parents' liquor business into a multi-million-dollar business, and created a huge email list and social media engagement online, and getting people to come in and try their product and be repeat customers, as people became repeat customers of his entertainment, his wine tasting TV show on YouTube. And this guy has so much to offer. He came out with another book prior to this, Crush It, which was excellent. That's where I first kind of really found out about him, as I read his book, Crush It. And then this book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, came out this past year. And this guy's all over social media. Basically, in this book, he goes over like all the primary social media marketing companies that you should know about today. Like, of course, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vine, Pinterest, LinkedIn, uh, Tumblr, the animated GIF social media site. And he goes through and like basically explains like a lot of the nuances to these social media platforms, and kind of the basis of the book, as you see, it has boxing gloves on it, is he draws a metaphor between the art of boxing and the art of marketing. And he explains that it's just very important that you learn the nuances of each social media marketing platform that you use, because a one size fits all approach will just not work on social media. Each platform has its nuances, and it's important for you to produce your posts and your content in the context of the users of those platforms in mind, so you can be most highly effective when you do so. And he's pretty amazing. In each chapter where he goes over a primary social media company, I mean, not social media company, but social media platform, he provides an extensive array of pages where he kind of analyzes Fortune 500 and Fortune 400 efforts on the platforms, and he details hit or miss efforts put out by these companies, and he basically explains to us like where they go wrong and how he would improve it. And I'm just going to kind of open up to a page here just to show you an example. In the Facebook section, he gives us an example of a post by Air Canada that was just so dry. It had a good idea where they're kind of promoting like their first ever airline attendant, and they're honoring her. But the post fell flat because they didn't use an image. They used just a website link, which puts a lot of that little extra text next to the image, and the image is so not powerful at all. It doesn't really, it's hard. It doesn't stand out on the news feed when you post it. And then on the next page, he basically comes out with like how he would redo the post, and he redoes the image. He gets the logo on the image, and it just pops way more, and it's going to grab way more eyes, and it's going to be way better engagement with the fans of Air Canada if they were to use that approach. And that's just a small example. Just within the Facebook, well, they call it rounds, not even like a chapter like any other book. He calls the chapter rounds, like it's a boxing match, okay? And he has like there's like 30 pages of examples of different posts by the Fortune 500, 400 companies, and so there's a lot of analyzation in this that you can really learn from, and take into your own marketing efforts. And another interesting part I'd like to mention is that, well, the jab, 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 right hook. What's the significance of that, right? Okay, so in marketing, especially in social media marketing these days, there's so many people that are running around there trying to throw like knockout punches with their killer content, and they aren't really like priming their audience to be receptive to that. He explains it's much smarter to basically put out a bunch of series of jabs, value that you provide to your audience, and then over time they keep coming back to your content, and then when you put out that killer piece of content, they're going to eat it up. You'll be able to put that link in there, and they'll click the link because they're going to be interested. You've been intriguing them for a while with value in your posts and in how you handle your social media. And it's just like in boxing. You can't just enter in the ring. A professional boxer just does not enter into the ring and throw a right hook right away, throw a knockout punch right away. That's most of the time just never going to happen, okay? Because they're just starting off, and his competition is going to be ready for that, all right? It's going to dodge that. But set up a series of strategically planned jabs, and you'll have it right in the perfect position to land that right hook. And that's the same thing in business and the same thing in marketing. And that's just a big part of the principles that he's teaching, and how that we use these social media to market our businesses effectively. So I've written a complete blog post review of this book, and I'll have a link to that right beneath this video, okay, in the description on YouTube here, and also a link to where you can purchase this book if you found my review helpful, and I definitely would very much appreciate that. So Caleb right here, just with a quick little word or two about Gary Vaynerchuk's jab, 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 right hook. And I hope that you pick up this book. You owe it to yourself if that you consider yourself an internet or a network marketer, or someone that's trying to look into it. You just owe it to yourself. Okay, this guy's great. He's hilarious. This is a quick read. Okay, because the guy's writing style is just great. You'll eat this right up. Okay, so Caleb Wright signing off. Grab this book. Links in the video description, or if you're on my blog post, links in my blog post. Catch you on the next video. Catch you on the next blog post. Caleb Wright. Talk to you soon.